So what happens with the arm action when we do the short range front kick?
When I encourage my heels to drive down to the bottom of the pool, so I'm kicking down to the bottom of the pool, it also changes what my arms are doing too. Now, when you do a short range motion kick, you can't be lengthening the arms all the way out because it takes too long to do that. Instead, what you need to do is pull your elbows back. And so the elbows pull back as the heels pull down, and it works really, really well. So watch this, watch my arms.
So look at how far the hand goes behind the torso. So it's not still like, next to your body, it's pulling all the way back. The elbows go right back behind you. Lots of turbulence. You can see all that white water going around, but the arms come right back. So when you're demonstrating this on pool deck, you've also got to demonstrate the same sort of thing. So having a look underneath the water, you can see how far the hand goes back. Fingers stay pointing forwards, but the fingers slightly bent.
And you will have noticed that my elbows pull back, much further back. In fact, when you're doing the arm action, your hand pulls back so it becomes level with your torso. The two areas that you want your clients to feel this is in their hamstrings and glutes, and also in the back of their upper arms.
Really want to focus on that posterior chain muscle, the ones to the back of the body.
If you communicate those two muscle groups, you're guaranteed of getting really good technique. The fingers stay open, and what's different now is I have a more flexible wrist, and I'm going to pull back with the back of my hand, and I'm going to push forward with the palm of my hand. So this is the motion. You drive back using your upper arm, you drive forwards feeling the force through the palm. So it's back of the shoulder and triceps when you pull back, and it's palm when you push forwards. That's what you're feeling when you're doing these exercises. Notice how much white water the upper body actions created with the fast short kicks. Have another look again.
That's what it's supposed to look like. So when you see your participants in the pool, if they're doing it correctly, that's what it's going to look like. That sort of amount of white water. So let's talk about how you're going to demonstrate that on pool deck. Now, I love using the frame because it really saves my body. But say you don't have a frame and you're going to do that short, fast kick. So you're kicking to the front, pushing down, but your participants can't zoom in. Some of them don't even have great eyesight, let's face it. Zoom in to see what you're doing with your feet. So what you want to do with your pool demonstration is just demonstrate that it's going to be a short kick, which is a little bit easier to do than the big one. You're hopping from one side to the other, so there's a bit of speed involved with doing that demonstration. And your fingers stay open, but have a look at the arms. So this is the common error I often see instructors do. So, and then I see the participants do it. So I go and fill in for a class. I know how that instructor was doing the movement on pool deck based on what I see them do. So this is what I see. What's this? I don't know. I don't really know what that's all about, but it's certainly encouraging bad posture. What you want them to do is pull the elbow back so they get some retraction. It's one thing to say, come on ladies, shoulders back and down with your arms flapping around in front. There's no way that they can bring their shoulders back and down. You're putting them into protraction. So what you've got to do is make sure you pull the elbows back. So pull the elbows back, and your body does rotate a little bit in the pool, but it's not the focus. So don't say, okay, everyone, I need your nipples to turn, 10 degrees this way, 10 degrees that way. It's more about, can you pull the elbows back behind you? And ideally, see if you can get your hand level with your body, right? In the video, when I slowed it down, you could actually see my hand went further back, and that's fine, but it gives them some sort of reference point. I say, I want your hands wider than your chest so that you've got space to pull the elbows back. So kicking to the front, make sure you're pulling your heels down to the bottom of the pool. I want you to feel this in the back of your thighs and in your buttocks, and pull the elbows back. So pull the elbows back. You want to feel this in the back of your upper arm, so you pull back, and you're going to feel this in the palm as you push forwards. Now, if you're doing it correctly, there should be plenty of white water. The short, fast kicks is also another opportunity to get people's heart rates up, because this is quite a good activity for them to do and do quickly. Now, I will talk about in another future Aqua Tip about the importance of doing things quickly. Okay, so today I just wanted to focus on doing things with higher intensity, and the big front kick is not a quick movement, it's a powerful movement. You don't do it at the same tempo as you do as the short, fast kicks, but you're going to elevate heart rate. So I want to talk more about intensity today rather than the difference between doing slow movements and fast movements, and why you need to have a mix of the two. That's the future Aqua Tip. But for the fast kicks, you want heels down, and you want to indicate, you say, bring your heels down. I want you to feel it here. And indicating where they're supposed to feel it will guarantee you a lot more success with when they do it, because then they go, oh, okay, now I get it. And I'll often say, if you can't feel it in your buttocks and your hamstrings and you want to, make sure you're pulling your feet down harder. So I want you to kick down harder, which means that they're going to kick up a little quicker too. So they're also going to get that activation to the front of their thigh as well.